My name is Daniel. I am 15 years old. I live in a small town in the USA. My life was normal, and I thought it would always stay that way. But one day, everything changed. My father left me. He left my mother too. This is my story. I remember the day clearly. It was a rainy Friday afternoon. My father came home from work, and my mother was in the kitchen. I was playing video games in the living room. I could hear the rain tapping on the windows, but something felt different that day. My mother's face looked sad. She was quiet. I walked up to her and asked, "Mom, what's wrong?" She took a deep breath and looked at me with tears in her eyes. "Daniel, your father, he wants a divorce," she said. I froze. I didn't understand. Divorce? Why? Why would he leave us? I asked, my voice shaking. Mom tried to smile, but was weak. "I don't know, honey. Sometimes adults make choices that are hard to understand," she said softly. That night, my father didn't come home. He stayed at a hotel. He called once and said, "I need some time to think." I didn't know what that meant. I felt scared. I felt abandoned. The days became weeks. My father never came back. He stopped calling. I tried to wait by the phone, hoping he would call, but the phone never rang. I felt like a part of me was gone. School became very hard. I couldn't focus on my homework. I couldn't sleep at night. I didn't want to tell my friends what was happening because I was embarrassed. How could I tell them that my own father left me? At home, my mother worked 2 jobs. She cooked, cleaned, and took care of me. She never complained, but I could see the sadness in her eyes. Sometimes, when I woke up early, I would find her sitting at the kitchen table, crying softly. I didn't know how to comfort her. I was a child, too. I wanted to cry, but I had to be strong for her. I missed my father a lot. I remember the times we went to park together, played basketball, and watched movies on Friday nights. I remembered his laughter. I remembered his hugs. Now the house felt empty. One day I asked my mother, "Mom, will Dad ever come back?" She looked at me and took my hand. "I don't know, Daniel, but you are not alone. I am here. We have each other, and that is very important," she said. I nodded, but inside I felt lonely. I wanted my father back, but I had to accept that he might never come. Time passed. My father never returned. He sent a few letters at first, but they stopped. I realized he wanted to be out of my life. It hurt, but slowly I learned to live without him. I started spending more time with my mother. We cooked together, watched TV together, and sometimes went to the park. I saw her working hard, and I admired her. She was strong. She never gave up on me. One summer, my school organized a basketball tournament. I wanted to join, but I felt nervous. My father wasn't there to cheer for me. My mother noticed my hesitation. "Daniel, you can do this," she said. "I will be there to watch you. You don't need anyone else to believe in you. You can believe in yourself." Her words gave me courage. I joined the tournament. On the day of the final game, I felt nervous again. I looked at the empty seats where my father used to sit. I felt a little sad, but I also felt strong. I played my best. I scored the last basket and helped my team win. After the game, my mother hugged me tightly. "I am so proud of you," she said. I smiled and realized something important. Even though my father left, my mother was enough. She was my family, my support, my love. High school was not easy. Some kids would make fun of me because my father was not around. They didn't understand how painful it was. But I learned to ignore them. I focused on my studies, sports, and friends who truly cared. I also started writing in a journal. Every night, I wrote about my feelings. I wrote about my sadness, my anger, my fears, and my hopes. Writing helped me feel less alone. It became my safe place. Sometimes I would dream about my father. In my dreams, he was always far away. I wanted to run to him, but I couldn't. I woke up crying. My mother would come to my room and hug me. She always said, "It's okay to be sad, Daniel. But remember, you have a life to live. You have people who love you now." Her word became my guide. I realized I had to take care of myself and my mother. I started learning to cook simple meals. I learned how to do laundry and clean the house. These were small steps, but they made me feel strong. One winter, we didn't have much money for Christmas. My mother worked extra hours, but it wasn't enough for presents. I felt sad because I wanted to give her something. But my mother smiled and said, "Daniel, having each other is the best gift. That is what matters most." That Christmas, we stayed home, cooked a small meal, and watched movies together. I realized she was right. Family is not just about gifts. It is about love and care. As I grew older, I faced more challenges. There were times I felt angry at my father. I wanted to yell at him for leaving, but my mother always reminded me, holding anger hurts you more than anyone else. I tried to understand him. Maybe he had his reasons, but no reason could change the fact that he left. I learned to accept it. I learned that life sometimes gives pain, and we must keep moving forward. When I turned 16, I started working part-time at a local grocery store. I wanted to help my mother. She refused at first, say I should focus on school, but I insisted. I earned some money and gave it to her to help pay bills. She smiled and said, "I am proud of you, Daniel. You are growing into a kind and responsible young man." School became a little easier. I joined a few clubs and made good friends. I shared my story with one friend, Max, and he listened without judging. Max said, "You are strong, Daniel. I don't know if I could handle what you went through." His words made me feel proud of myself. One day, when I was 17, my father called. I was surprised. My heart beat fast. He said he wanted to see me. I felt a mix of emotions: anger, sadness, curiosity. I agreed to meet him at a small cafe. When I saw him, he looked tired and older. I didn't know what to say. He started talking, explaining his reasons, his mistakes, his regrets. I listened quietly. I didn't hug him. I didn't smile. I just listened. And then I said, "I forgive you, but I have my life now. I have my mother, my friends, and my dreams. You left, but I survived." He nodded. I don't know if he understood completely, but it didn't matter. I felt free. I felt strong. I realized forgiveness was for me, not for him. After that day, I focused on my future. I studied hard, played basketball, and dreamed of going to college. My mother was always there, cheering me on. She never gave up. She was my hero. Sometimes I still think about my father. I wonder why he left. I wonder if he ever thought about me. But I don't let it control me anymore. I have a choice. I choose to be happy. I choose to be strong. I choose to live my life fully. Now I am 18. I live with my mother. We are happy. Life is not perfect, but we have each other. I learned that people may leave, but love and family are not always about blood. Family is about care, support, and being there for each other. One day, I want to become a teacher. I want to help children who feel lost or alone. I want to show them that even when life is hard, they can survive and grow. My mother always told me, life gives pain, but it also gives strength. I believe that now. If I could give advice to anyone who feels abandoned, I would say, you are not alone. Even if someone leaves, you can find love and support elsewhere. You can survive. You can grow. You can be strong. Life will not be perfect, but it can be beautiful. I am Daniel. I lost my father, but I found strength. I lost my father, but I found love in my mother. I lost my father, but I found myself.